Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Vocal Voices. Our topic today will be based on guardians. Okay. This this basically applies to parents, guardians, or whoever is step parents or stepmom, stepdad, aunties, uncles, or anybody that is looking after any kid or anybody that is responsible for any children, looking after them. You could be adopted parents, role parents, whoever it is that is looking after, is responsible for the upbringing of a child. Okay, that's who this topic is applicable to. Okay, so it can be a dad, a mom. It's basically for parents. Okay, so I hope nobody takes offense of this, because some of you might not agree with what I'm saying, but this is based on my own perspective, or how I understand it, or what I would do, or what I think is the right way or the best way to bring up a child. So this is my own perspective. So like I said, please let no one take offensive of it, or let no one take offensive of what I'm saying, because it's the way I understand it and my own perspective of, parenting. Okay, parenting, very crucial topic, very tricky topic as well, in the sense that everyone is different. People can decide to be parents, or people can decide to bring up their kids or their children in a different way. So we're all different in the way we decide to train our kids, or the way we decide to bring up our kids. So it's all different. So like I said, this is my own perspective, or how I would do it, or how I think is a good way of parenting. Okay, when you've got your children, and when you're bringing up a child as a parent, okay, very important. Guidance is very important. The way you guide them, the way you train them, you look after them, the things that you show them, the things that you guide them through, very important. Okay, very, very important. As a child is growing up in your household, okay, as a parent or as a guardian, looking after a child, training a child, it's very important that you guide them in the right way. Okay, child is growing up. As they're getting older, you're supposed to show them the right thing. You're supposed to guide them in an appropriate way. Okay, as they're getting older, obviously, as they're really little, you do things for them. You bath them, you take them to school, you clean up after them, you wash their clothes, you do all this for them. But it's also important for you to show them how to do these things as they're growing up. As they're getting older, it's important for you to start teaching the kids how to tidy up after themselves, how to take the plates to the kitchen, how to wash up the plate, how to clean the table, how to make their bed, how to do all these little things, how to pick up things that they've left on the floor. Do you know what I mean? You do it for them when they're little, but as they're getting old, as they're growing up, it's very important for you to talk them through it. Like, encourage them to, show them how to use the brush and brush pan, encourage them to use the brush and brush pan to sweep up what they've left on the floor, put things in the bin, wipe the table, do you know what I mean? Brush their teeth. All these things are important to show the kids, because if you, some parents, as you're doing it when they're little, some parents continue doing it for their kids, up until when they even get older. So if you continuously doing this chores for them and not encouraging them or showing them how to do it, or like actually asking them to do it themselves, you are not doing them any good. Because some of us will continue washing up after a kid. I'm not saying don't do it now and again, but it's important to encourage the child, show the child how to do it, so that they can get used to it. So when they get older and they move out, or they have their own family, or they start living on themselves, they don't find it difficult. because they don't know where they're going to find themselves tomorrow. But if you're this parent that you're still like washing up after your child, tidying up after your child, doing all these things after them when, and they find it difficult to do it because you haven't shown them as a kid, you are not doing them any good. When they grow up and they face the real world, they're not going to know how to handle it because they've never experienced doing anything for themselves, okay? Even as adults, I know our parents can still do stuff for us now and again, but what the point I'm trying to make is important, is crucial to show the kids as they're growing up how to do all these little chores. So when they face the real world, they'll be able to handle it. But you've been doing this for your child from a very young age. The child is a teenager now, grown up from a teenager, gotten into adulthood, they're facing the real world, they don't know how to do anything for themselves. Even the moms, even the dads, all of you, as you're cooking in the kitchen, your kids are in the bedroom just sleeping or whiling away time. They're not coming to help you. You're not showing them what you're doing. That's not good. It's not good at all. Whatever you're doing, if you're cooking or you're making food or you're in the kitchen trying to tidy up, trying to make dinner, it's important that you start showing your kids how to make this food, how to prepare food, how to tidy up, how to clean up in the kitchen, how to do household chores. It's important because if you're not doing this, when they get older, face the real world, they'll find it difficult. When they move out, they won't know where to start from. They could be living on their own and they're still expecting their mum to come and do it for them. Now and again you can, but it's important for you to show them from a very early age so they're used to it. This is called spoiling the kid because you're not doing the kid no good. You can still love the kid, you can still love your child, but also give them a good training. Some of us think that showing love is by like doing things for our children even as they're older. You're still doing these things, you're still tidying up after them, you're still washing plates after them, you're still cooking for them. You can still do it, but what if you've been doing it from when they were kids and they don't have a clue? A big person, a big adult don't have a clue on how to tidy up after themselves. They don't have a clue on how to make their bed. You wake up in the morning, when the kids wake up in the morning, you teach them, you encourage them. You wake up in the morning, make the bed. Before you step out the house, make your bed. Strengthen it up, make it. It's a good habit. Brush your teeth, have a bath. This is how you do it. This is how you bath yourself. This is how you wash yourself. Show them all these little things. This is how you cook rice. This is how you cook pasta. This is how you make stew. This is how you make sauce. All these things you teach them because it will take them and it will help them in life. You must when we think we're giving them love by just still doing all these things for them as they're older and they don't want to do it, they're just lying down there where you're doing everything. You will come back from work. You'll tidy up your teenage child's room. You clean up after them, you cook the food, you do the washing, you do all these things and they're just lying down there doing nothing. Because they're not used to it. You haven't encouraged them, you haven't helped them out from childhood. They didn't grow up learning these things. So it's very important. The key to it is start from early. So when you start from early, teaching your kids how to do all these little things, it becomes easier. Do you know what I mean? As they get older, they're used to it. It won't be difficult for them. But when you don't do it, and you want to start doing it when they're 20, 18, 19 or 17 or whatever, when you ask them to do it, they'll be like, no, I'm tired, Mum. Or I'm tired, Dad. Or I don't want to do it. I just want to lie down. Because they haven't started it early. Teach them these things. Like I said, I hope nobody takes offense of this, right? I hope this message appeals to someone out there. Parenting is a very difficult topic. A lot of us want to parent differently. Okay, so please let no one take offense of it. I'm just delivering this message to whoever it applies to. If you're this person that you're bringing up your child from a very young age, Please, it's important that you start showing them how to do little things from a very young age. They'll get used to it. They're only going to become hardworking, independent. You know, it won't be nothing for them when they get older. They'll be able to handle any situation you throw them at. But if you're still pampering them, I'm not saying don't pamper your kids, pamper them, but still train them. Show them show them how to do chores in the house. You know, because if you don't do this and they get older, come at the real world, they'll find it hard. So if you're this parent and your child is growing up from a very early age, start teaching them. Even if they've gotten to the age where you think that, oh, they're not going to listen, and you haven't done it early, still try. It's only going to help them in life. You know, very, 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 very crucial topic. Parenting, like I'm saying, let no one take offense of it. You know, I'm sure somebody out there, this will appeal to somebody out there, and it will make a difference. I'm hoping it will. Okay, please, no one should take offense of it. Another thing about parenting that I personally don't agree with. I don't think, this is my own perspective, yeah? I don't think it's right for a child to be afraid or scared of their parent, or scared of an elderly person. Being scared or being afraid, I personally don't think is the right thing. For me personally, I think it's better for a child to be respectful. Teach your child how to be respectful towards you, how to be respectful towards an elderly person, towards a senior person. It's better for a child to be respectful than for a child to be fearful or scared or afraid of you. Because if a child is afraid of you and you want them to do something, because they're afraid of you, they're going to do that when you're there. But when you're not there, they're not going to do it, because they're just doing it to please you at that very moment. But when they're respectful and you bring them up in a respectful way, whether you're there or not, when they see what they're not supposed, when they know they're not supposed to do something, because they've got that respect, they won't do it. So, do you know what I mean? And when your child is scared of you, afraid of you, they can't talk to you. So it's important for us to try and when we're bringing up our kids, to try and be close to them, you know, so that they can talk to us, you know, they can talk to us when they've got anything that they want to discuss with us. Okay, so guide your child to be respectful. Teach your child to be respectful. You know, not to be scared, not to be afraid. You know, if you teach them how to be respectful, if they want to make a point, they'll be able to make that point. They'll make that point in a respectful way. They want to say something, they have an opinion or something to say, they will make the point in a respectful way, not in a disrespectful way. But if they're scared, they want to say something because they're scared, the point that they might want to make, you must probably even need that point. You know what I mean? But because they're scared, they wouldn't talk. They're scared. Oh, I'm scared of my dad. I'm scared of my mum. Oh, if I told my mum this, they're just scared. But if they're respectful, if you teach them, guide them on how to be respectful, they will talk to you in a respectful way. You know, they will do things in a respectful way. Teach them the greetings, the thank yous, the please. Guide them on how to use the special words. These words are powerful. Please, thank you. You know, please, thank you. All these things, guide them on how to use it. These are respectful words. You know, be close to them. Be close to them. Give your children a listening ear. Make out time for them. Guide them on this way. Because what you're doing now, the way you're guiding and training them, it will go a long way. When they get older, when they get older and they have their own kids, or they find themselves in a situation where they're in charge of other kids, or they're looking after other kids, or their parents themselves, they will transfer it. You know what I mean? That's the same way they would look after their own kids when that generation comes. Okay, so it's important. It's important to give your children a listening ear. Make up time for them. You know what I mean? You know, don't make them be scared of you, but make them respect you. When they respect you, they'll talk to you in a respectful way. Very important. So, parenting, I mean, guiding, parenting and guidance, you know, I've merged it together because as a parent, you're supposed to guide. I mean, I did name the topic guidance because as a parent, you're supposed to guide your kids. You're supposed to guide them. You're supposed to be there for them. Guide them in the right way. Guide them in the right path. Do you know what I mean? Guide them in the right path. Because when you misguide them and you don't guide them appropriately, you know what I mean? You know, this is what's causing the problem in the society now. That's gonna be another topic I'm gonna discuss about. All the stuff that is going on now with the kids going astray. That's a whole new topic. I will discuss that in another episode. You know, the way you've trained your kids, the way you've been there for them, the way you've guided them. You know, if you haven't done all this, that's disaster. That's causing a lot of disaster now. So please, parents, guide your kids effectively from childhood, from infants. Start showing them these things. Give them a listening ear. Make a time for them. You know, don't make them scared, afraid. Don't be violent towards them. Violence is not the answer. When you're hitting your child and being violent towards your child, you're teaching this child that violence is good. And they'll grow up being violent. It's not good. This is my own perspective. This is the way I see it, like I said. Okay? The way is show them how to be respectful. Teach them how to be respectful. Guide them on how to be respectful. So, I mean, everyone wants to guide in a different way. Everyone wants to be a parent in a different way. So, some people might disagree with what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? This is my own opinion and my own perspective, like I said. But I just hope no one finds it offensive. And I hope that someone finds this, you know, useful. You know, this has touched someone, and you think that maybe you're overdoing it a little bit. Yeah, I'm not saying. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that our parents cannot do stuff for us when we're old. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, some of us are incapable of doing anything for ourselves because we didn't start from early. We weren't taught from early. We weren't guided from early. So it's one thing knowing what to do and being capable of doing it, but your parents still, as a trait, still want to look after you. Your mom still want to come and do this and that for you, maybe because she just wants to still show you that love. But even if she's not there, you're able to do it because she taught you from an early age. But some of us don't have a clue. We're not capable of looking after ourselves. We're not capable of facing the real world because we haven't been taught we haven't been guided from a very early age. We weren't taught. We don't have a clue. It's hard for us. It's hard for us to even face it. That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay? So please, 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 we have to know how we're guiding our kids. We have to do it from an early age. It will help them. It will help them face the real world. Okay? Thank you so much to anybody that is listening to us now. Everyone that supported us. Everyone that shared our topics. Everyone that shared our talks. You know, I am very grateful. We are very grateful. We're very humbled, like I always say. Thank you so, so much. Okay? If what we're delivering, what we're sharing does appeal to you, I know this will appeal to someone out there. If it does appeal to you, like what we're doing, we like what we're sharing, please do not hesitate to subscribe to our channel. Most importantly, click the bell icon on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Click on that. So whenever we put out any talks or whenever any of our information comes out, you will get a notification. Okay? Thank you so much, everybody. Goodbye. Thank you.